Hey everyone, welcome back. In this lecture, we're going to be creating the headings of our table. So let's start here on cell A3. Okay, here we are. So begin by writing the following fields. Don't worry too much about the formatting because we'll get to that in a second. Our goal is just to put the text in. So the first one is the hash. Okay, that is done by pressing Shift and the number 3. Okay, I'll put an image up for you guys in case you don't know where that is. The next one is date. Okay, the next one is day. The next one is hot dog starting. The next is hot dogs sold. Hot dogs remaining. Hot dogs purchased. And hot dogs end. Now some of you are probably wondering how I'm actually going across. I'm actually pressing the tab button, which I'll throw up on the screen. It's just to go forward and then Shift tab to go backwards. It's a little bit of a trick for you. Okay. So as you can see here, the text doesn't fit too good. Right? So we have to do a little bit of formatting so that the text fits properly on our screen. So what we're going to use is a little function called wrap text. Now what wrap text does is allow you to take up multiple spaces in one cell. So let me show you. First, we're going to select our headings by clicking, and let me do that again, click and drag all the way to the end, to hot dogs end. Then we're going to go up here. So we're going to go home, right? Then we're going to go alignment, and you're going to look for this button here, wrap text. Okay, so press that and see what happens. There you go. As you can see, it's actually gone underneath itself. So it gives you more room to put headings in, right? And you can see all the text. Still not perfect, but we'll get there. Okay, one of the other things is if you're not sure what a certain symbol is here on the menu tab, if you put your cursor just on top of it, you don't click it, it gives you a hint of what it is and sometimes an explanation. So that's a handy little thing. Now the next thing we're going to adjust is the actual column width. As you can see, all the widths are exactly the same, right? What we want to do is space it out a bit more. So the way you do that is between any given letters, there's a line. And if you put your cursor on that line, like so, it changes to this black line with arrows on it. If you click that, you can adjust how big or how small that column is, right? So we're going to do that for each one. For the A, let's make it a bit smaller. Doesn't matter the exact number because you can always adjust it later. The date, we're going to make that a bit bigger for later. The Monday, the day, the same thing. Now, one of the cool things you can do with Excel, and one of my workmates loves to do this, almost inappropriately, just puts it in everything. Instead of selecting one and adjusting it, selecting another and adjusting it, you can do multiple ones at once. Now, the way to do that is you select the columns that you want to edit. So we're going to select D, E, F, G, and H, okay? That's clicking and dragging. It's the same as clicking and dragging, okay, for cells. Except this time, we want to do it for the letters and for the columns. So if you go over, it's going to change to this vertical down arrow, okay? So let's do that again, right? 2, 3, 4, all the way to the H. Now you want to adjust the width of anything within these blue highlighted cells. And what that's going to do is apply the same width to all of the cells. So let's do that now. If I make this a little bit bigger, it makes all of them bigger. If I make them smaller, it makes all of them smaller. So we want it spaced out. There we go. So that's another quick way to do it, to fix the width. The same thing works for the rows, okay? So as you can see here, we can adjust up and down, right? There we go. Let's give it a bit more room. And there you go. That's how you adjust column widths and row widths and heights. Now the next thing we're going to do is apply a little bit of a bold formatting. So we're going to do that by selecting all these headings and then going up here to what we've done earlier and clicking bold. There we go. So now it looks a lot more like a heading. Next thing we're going to do is apply some alignment formatting. So what does alignment mean? Alignment just means where it is in that cell. So as you can see here, the day is in the bottom left, and all of these are in the bottom left. We want it to be in the center, right? So the way to do that is, again, select what you want to edit, right? And we're going to be working now up here. Now, as you probably noticed, with all the formatting that we've done, we haven't really moved anywhere. We've always remained in this section here. And this is what I've been saying about Microsoft Excel 2007, where everything is just together. You don't have to be jumping around. Yeah. So what we're going to do is first control the vertical alignment. If you select this one on the left, it's going to put it to the top of the cell, like so. You select the next one, it's going to put it in the middle. The next one, it's going to put it on the bottom. We want to put it in the middle. So we select middle align, like so. Next, we want to control the horizontal alignment. Underneath that, you got left. Well, it's at the left at the moment, so let me start with the right. So you got right, middle, and left. We want middle. There you go. Now, lastly, we're going to apply just a border underneath, right? So a line here, which separates your data from your headings. To do that, we go here to borders, select the drop down, and we're going to select bottom border, which is the first one on the list. Okay, and there you go, all done. I hope you guys enjoyed. It's a very quick one, very simple, and already you can tell these are headings. Alright guys, I will see you next time.